It's been a rollercoaster ride just watching the US election from afar this week, with President Donald Trump calling the whole process into question. But the White House is set to have a new occupant in Joe Biden. While we wait, let's just look a little closer at what a Biden presidency means for Korea. The most immediate impact is likely to be strengthening Seoul's alliance with Washington. Ahead of the election, Biden wrote an exclusive contribution for Yonhap news agency, in which he vowed to stand with South Korea, rather than extorting Seoul with reckless threats to remove our troops. Not only was that a barely veiled criticism of Donald Trump's mixed relationship with Seoul, it strongly suggests Biden aims to end a dispute that's continued for almost a year after the allies' military cost-sharing agreement expired. On the plus side then, that would likely restore the pre-Trump alliance. But given North Korea is the main security concern, we should note this isn't the conservative South Korean administration that former President Barack Obama was dealing with. Current South Korean leader Moon Jae-in has shown far more determination to cooperate with North Korea and will likely intensify his peace push with less than 2 years to go of his own presidency. And while Biden does seem ready to focus on denuclearizing North Korea, according to former US Special Representative for North Korea Policy Joseph Yoon, he's also called North Korean leader Kim Jong-un a thug and insisted he won't be holding dialogue with him unless the North agrees to denuclearize. So that in itself may strain Seoul-Washington ties if they can't agree on reaching out to Pyongyang. Plus, Professor Ri Jong-tol of Sungsil University has pointed out that because it might be difficult for Biden to engage with North Korea, Pyongyang could launch a provocation around March next year, when South Korea and the US are expected to kick off joint military drills. All eyes will be on Biden if North Korea decides to test him early with a long-range missile launch or nuclear test. Remember, he'll have a duty to portray American strength after an election that's raised serious concerns about internal division and the very state of democracy in his country. And if he takes a hardline stance on the North, as his words indicate he will, that's not going to help Seoul and Washington keep on the same page in terms of how to bring about peace. And as we touched on previously, Biden looks set to continue the tough US stance on China. And so there are concerns here that Seoul will soon be backed into a corner where it has to choose between American security and Chinese economic ties. Perhaps that's inevitable anyway, but speaking of the economy, Biden's promotion of free trade is a plus for South Korea. According to Hyundai Research Institute, South Korea's annual export growth rate's expected to jump 2.2 percentage points under Biden versus Trump. During a pandemic era when economic recovery is vital, that's a welcome forecast, as long as they can keep a lid on a potentially volatile North Korea situation.